We got the vibe, fun and friendly all the time. Draft and play and feel the rise. Magic moments in our eyes.
Hey everybody, Alex from SeemsGoodMagic here, and I'm doing my first Final Fantasy draft online. This is very exciting. So my favorite Final Fantasies, I haven't played all of them, there's a ton of Final Fantasies, but the ones that I liked the most were Final Fantasy 2 and 3 American, or 4 and 6 Japanese. And I see there's a lot of characters from this set that are from that, which is great. So I haven't done a ton of research. I kind of vaguely read what the mechanics do, so I kind of know what those are. I feel like I am going to struggle a little bit during the drafting portion because I know that there's double face cards in this set, and that's a lot of extra reading. You know, on top of that, the fact that Magic cards nowadays have dozens of abilities. There's just so many things on cards. So it's going to be tough for me to keep up, but usually my strategy when I don't know a set, just if you haven't watched my videos and you don't already know, you read the rares and the uncommons, and they're typically the stronger cards in the pack. Obviously, there's exceptions to the rules on that and what your deck needs and all of that stuff. But if you want to look at the most powerful cards, it tends to be the rares and uncommons. But let's go through the archetypes. This is always a little fun thing before the first draft to kind of see. Generally, the archetypes are pretty similar set to set, but let's see what they wrote for these. Okay, we have blue-white artifacts. Calling all machinists, build up your arsenal by playing artifacts, including artifact creatures and token generating equipment that gain extra abilities or extra bonuses for playing those artifacts. So I believe it's called Job. I don't know why I'm struggling to remember what the name of the mechanic is, but basically when you play the card that's got, it's like job status or something, you get a 1/1 hero creature and then you attach the equipment to it, I believe. So it's cool. We've seen stuff like that before. All right, and then we have blue-black control, scheme, and act in secret. Dominate the long game with strategies like removal spells, card draw, and tricky creatures. Cast flashback spells to crush foes under the weight of the past. Okay, sounds good. Pretty self-explanatory. Removal spells, card draw, tricky creatures. I didn't even realize there's flashback spells in this set too. I totally spaced on that mechanic being in here. We have Black Mage Aggro, so that is red-black. Play the aggressive game with creatures that reward you whenever you cast a non-creature spell. Look for cards that create wizard tokens and turn those spells into a barrage of damage. That sounds like a fun strategy, but I've always been keen on black-red, probably because it's a fast archetype, so it doesn't tax my brain as much to play it. We have red-green Landfall Aggro. Play creatures with landfall abilities like Chocobos and earn bonuses as you play lands. Look for ways to play extra lands and strengthen your creatures even further. So there's also landfall abilities in this set. Go wide, green, white. Call forth a battalion of formidable fighters. Play cards that make tokens. Either reinforce your standing army or leverage your high creature count to cast hard-hitting spells. Sounds very similar. Green-white tokens, a classic archetype. Then we have white, black, artifact and creature sacrifice. Sacrifice your artifacts and creatures, especially ones with death effects, to steadily gain the upper hand. Token generating equipment gives you 2 things to sacrifice. That's pretty cool. Good to know. Nice little tip there. Then we have blue-red, big, non-creatures. Whenever you cast spells that cost 4 or more mana, you'll gain bonuses in battle. Find ways to generate tokens, like with special equipment, so that your non-creature spells can add to your forces. All right, makes sense. Good strategy. Then we have black-green, graveyard value. Slow and steady wins the game. Mill to fill your graveyard early with powerful creatures, flashback spells, then bring them back to the fight late in the game to achieve victory. Then we have red-white equipment aggro. Grab your favorite iconic weapon, rush into battle. Look for creatures that want to be equipped or cards that reward you for having equipment, then gear up to outclass your opponent. And then we have green-blue town ramp. Travel the overworld. Towns are lands that grant more perks the more of them you have. So play a bunch, reap the rewards. You'll even want to play some towns that aren't blue or green. So be sure to splash in some other colors too. Now, I haven't seen this. Geez, I thought I read the archetype or read the mechanics, but I missed a bunch. So towns are lands that grant more perks the more of them you have. Okay, sounds self-explanatory. Well, I'm sure glad I read the archetypes this time because they revealed a bunch of things I didn't already know. So let's see if I can keep up with this set, and we will go ahead and fire it off and see you during the draft. All right, draft is fired. Let's look at the rares here. We have Moogle's Valor, 5 mana. For each creature you control, create a 1/2 white Moogle creature token with lifelink. Then creatures you control get indestructible. Obviously pretty awesome if you're already going wide with tokens. Then we have Cypher Almacy, 4 mana, 3/4. Whenever a creature you control attacks alone, it gains double strike. That's pretty amazing. Whenever C4 Almacy deals combat damage to a player, you may cast target instant or sorcery card with mana value 3 or less from your graveyard without paying its mana cost. If that spell would be put into your graveyard, exile instead. That's actually an incredible card because you probably could hit twice, get 2 spells, and that would be really good. So I feel like I like this one. Kind of requires you to have other creatures. This one's going to be amazing on its own. Even if you can't get the Fire Cross, just a 4 mana attacking alone as a 3/4 double strike. It's quite strong. Then we have, let's read this one. 5 mana, 3/5 reach. Ally and I, whenever one or more other creatures and their artifacts you control die, draw a card. This ability triggers only once each turn. Okay, that's cool. Getting extra cards out of your dudes dying. 2 mana, 3/3, Defender Menace. I think I can attack it. Didn't. Oh, wow, that's a cool one. So early blocker, late game win con. Let's see. I'm going to just read the red cards first. Fire Magic, 1 damage to each creature, 2 damage to each creature, 3 damage to each creature. Okay. So this is tiered. You can choose which tier you want to cast it at. That could be pretty good, though. Haste Magic, +3/+1, gains haste. I mean, this is going to be good against the token deck. For 1 mana, 1 to each creature, 3/2, yeah, or 6/3 to each creature. Never kills Almacy. And you can cast it from your... Ooh. Wait, without paying its mana cost. But then can you cast the tiered? Maybe that's only when you cast it. Let's see what the Summoner's Grimoire does. 4 mana, Job Select. So Job Select was the thing where you get the hero. Creature's Shaman. Whenever this creature attacks, put a creature card in your hand. Okay. I mean, usually those effects aren't as good because you're typically just casting the spells. You don't need to cheat creatures out. Giant, King of the Dwarves, 2 mana, 1/1 double strike. Whenever it or another dwarf you control enters, whenever a creature you control enters, discard it if you do draw. I think I'll take the Fire Magic. I'm going to take the board wipe. Typically board wipes are good, especially ones that you can scale. I like that. This summon is the new Types of Saga. I have a feeling I'm going to want to take this. I'm just going to read it first, though, of course. 4 mana, 3/3, so it comes in, deals damage equal to the number of non-creature, non-land cards in your graveyard, 2 target creature and opponent controls. Oh, okay, and then it buffs wizards. Well, this is leading me towards blue-red. Blazing Bomb. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell of at least 4 mana, this also wants to be in that deck. Oh, that's cool. And kill a creature. I like that. That's a good card, actually, for a common. GF Ifrit, 3 mana, discard a card if you do draw, and it ramps. Let's see what this does. Affinity for artifacts, enter, surveil. That could be really good. It's a flyer as well. Sage's Nula. Okay, whenever this creature attacks, untap target attacking creature and is a cleric in addition to its other types. Okay. I think I'm going to take the Esper Ramu. This might actually be wrong, but if I get a bunch of stuff in my graveyard, it's going to be good. Here's a 4 mana sorcery that triggers everything. Return target instant or sorcery card from your graveyard or exile the card with flashback you own to your hand, and you get to add red. Oh, that's cool. Okay. Let's read with the Rook. Wait, it's Laughing Mad. Additional cost. Discard, draw 2, and it's got flashback. Okay. It's cool. Fills your graveyard. Obviously going to be good for our Esper Ramu. Rook turret, whenever another... So this is more for the probably blue-white artifacts. That is good. This is like a removal spell with flash. This is non-creature, non-land. All right, this, I think I'm going to take the removal here over another red card. Could be wrong, but sounds fine to me. Okay, let's see the other blue cards. So we already have tap enchanted creature. Enchanted creature doesn't untap. When enchanted creature is dealt damage, sacrifice this aura. Okay, still it's 1 mana. And it taps. All right, I mean, that's good for 1 mana. Ice Magic. All right, this is cool. So it's a bounce, but potentially can shuffle it into their library, or at least for 4 mana instant speed. Choice of top or bottom. That's a good effect. And bounce in a pinch for 2 is, I like, usually when you're getting choices like that, you're pretty happy. I think it's worth taking, especially since we could, I feel like I should know how tiered works when you're cheating stuff back. Maybe you still get to cast it. I guess we're going to have to find out the hard way. Obsidian Elder. When it enters, you get a black wizard. Whenever you cast it. Okay, that's cool. I mean, this is definitely the type of effect we're looking for. Syncopate is good. Counterspell, old school. Swallowed by a Leviathan. 3 mana, choose target spell, surveil 2. Counter Trozer. Okay, for each card in your graveyard. I'm going to do this Elder. This seems like the right card for our deck. That's a cool card. Those wizards are cool. You get 2 bodies in one. One of the bodies is going to reward us for casting flashback and a bunch of spells and stuff. Sounds like a fun archetype. We already have some cool tools for it. Trying to sort of solidify ourselves into that archetype. So far, we've seen a lot of stuff on color for it. So I don't think we need that one. It does make a body, and it's a non-creature spell, so it's still something worth considering. Side quest, play Blitzball at the beginning of combat on your turn. Target creature control gets +2/+0. End of combat on your turn. If a player was dealt 6 or more, transform it, attach to a creature control. +2/+0 on double strike. I mean, that's pretty cool. You gotta be able to deal 6 or more combat damage to flip it, though. But you're already giving +2/+0. It's a little expensive. I might just take... I could take the Laughing Mad. The reason I'm taking Laughing Mad, I like that it's got flashback. It's got all this non-creature nonsense. Non-creature spell nonsense for what we want. So this is a looter effect, which is always good. And then, I mean, it's good. It's going to be a blocker. Let me see what Magic Pot does. Okay. Helps against flashback decks, but yeah, loot effects are good. Almost, I can't think of any limited format in which looting is not good, but... Okay, Red Mage's Rapier, so this has the job select. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, this creature gets +2/+0 and is a wizard. Okay, I mean, it makes sense in our deck. You get a body out of it too. This gets bigger and can't be blocked. That's good. I probably still like this more for the versatility. And this is 2 bodies in one, and one's a flyer, which is good. But I'm going to take this just for the value of... it's probably hard to cast more than 1 non-creature spell in a turn, but it does give you a body too, so it's probably worth it. It is a kind of expensive equip cost, however. So this is a... I might just take... Yeah, we probably just want the town here. It lets us ramp. It cycles. It's a town. Potentially fix as well. To me, it makes sense. So this is 3 mana. Last, you get a couple attacks out of it. Discard, draw. And then it ramps for a couple turns. It's probably totally worth it. I don't see why not. Sorcerer's Schemes. Yeah, we could. This seems kind of clunky, but it is the 4 mana, so it triggers the 4 mana effects. And you get flashback stuff back, so you can get double cast out of stuff. It's pretty good. Here... Guess I'll take this. That Gardener seems fine to me, but neither are on color with what we're doing, so it doesn't matter. Edgar. So this is more for artifacts we control, of which we only currently have 1. Likely not worth it. Self-destruct is cool. Another Laughing Man. I don't want to take that. And we're not flipping coin so far. So that's a tough one. None of that really is great for us. I could take the Wyvern. It's 2 bodies in 1. It's a flyer. Typically, 2 bodies in 1 cards are good. Especially evasive one when we have the Rapier. I could see that being a strategy. I think Edgar is a strong card, just not for us. This is more for the blue-white deck. Unless I thought I could get more artifacts. I mean, maybe I just do in case, because I don't really care about giving up a Wyvern, and I could end up with some more artifacts. That's true. So why don't we just take it? If we get, like, treasures. I mean, it's a very strong effect. Freya Crescent. 1 mana, 1/1. So during your turn, it's got jump. So during your turn, it has flying. You can only cast equipment off the ramp effect from it. Yeah, probably don't need that. Thunder Magic. 2 damage to a creature, 4 damage to a creature, 8 damage to a creature. It's pretty excellent. It says reach and landfall, deals 1 damage to each opponent. All right, that's totally fine card too. Adventurer's Airship. This loots when you attack with it. Syncopate, another counterspell chance. I'm going to go ahead and go with the Thunder Magic. We do need some actual more creatures in here, but remember, this is a creature. And because of the Rapier, I feel like all of our little dinky creatures get a little stronger too. But I guess you also have to factor in that some of our creatures are temporary, so it's going to make probably making decks a little bit more challenging. So Katana, +2/+2, has trample and haste. and is a samurai. So 3 mana, 3/3. And you can re-equip it for 5. 3/3 trample ace, samurai. That's pretty excellent. Ice Flan. Enters, tap a creature, push stun counter on it. It's also got island cycling, which is good. But I'm going to go with the Katana. We want the non-creature. The non-creature creature spells are going to be the biggest benefit to us. Ooh, Shantato Tactician Mage. So uncolor with us. Whenever he has a non-creature spell, it gets +X+0, X the amount of mana spent to cast that spell, and you get to draw cards if it's 4 or more. It's pretty excellent. Warrior Sword, +3, so you get a 4/3 warrior. Not great, not terrible. Call the Mountain Chocobo, search your library for a mountain, reveal it, put it in your hand, shuffle, create a bird. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, this definitely works with our deck too. But I am going to go ahead and go with the uncommon that's got a cool effect for us, where we can draw some cards. Another Mysidian Elder. I kind of just want to do it. This is cool too. It's got flashback. It gives some card advantage, but Elder is just a sweet looking card. Wait, exile target card. It's an instant or sorcery from your graveyard. For each card exiled this way, copy it. Cast a copy without paying its mana cost. Exile it. You can overload it. Okay, that's cool card. I'm gonna go with the Elder anyway. That is a cool card, but I'd rather go with the Elder because I just like the idea of getting these black wizards, because I think they're gonna be pretty sweet for our strategy. Light of Judgment, 5 mana, 6 damage to a creature, destroy up to 1 target equipment. It's probably very relevant in this format with all of these job select stuff. So I can actually see taking Light of Judgment here. Over the Scheme, certainly. Over Warrior Sword, most likely. All right, well, let's go for it. So far looking pretty light on artifacts still for Edgar. Not a big deal though. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, oh, that's cool. Exactly what the doctor ordered for this deck. So it's 2 mana, 2/2 haste, which isn't terrible, but being able to generate treasure to ramp into more flashback shenanigans, get some more treasure value or artifact value for Edgar. I like all of that. I'm going to take it over this weird. This card is just weird. You get a 2/1. Okay, Syncopate. Combat tutorial. Target player draws 2 cards, put a +1/+1 counter on up to 1 target creature you control. It's weird seeing blue give +1/+1 counters. Could definitely see Syncopate being still pretty good. You know, I don't know how good it is in limited for the most part. Maybe we just take the divination, get the card advantage. Self-destruct. It is an uncommon. We don't have big, huge dudes to use it with is kind of the problem. We can't really take advantage of this card super well, I feel like. Which makes me like it less than like just a Wyvern over another Laughing Mad, yeah. So Syncopate now, totally fine. We'll cut blue as well as get a card we can potentially play. Magic Damper. So this is, getting Hexproof in limited is typically really nice. It also is like a combat trick randomly too. It's a non-creature spell, so I like it. We can take the, I don't even know how to pronounce this, Nowlitz. So 2 mana, 2/1, untap target attacking creature. This is just a weird card. We really don't need that one, but I'll take it. We'll let someone have the white card because we're not on those colors, and get a free town at the end that potentially could open us up for a splash we really want. So now, oh, we probably want to take this because we get a wizard off the adventure portion, which is pretty sweet. Let me see. Sleep Magic. We already have one of these. Still good. Retrieve the Esper. 4 mana, you get a robot. Then if this spell was cast from a graveyard, oh, that's a sweet card. Wow. 2 bodies in 1/2. That's a great card. Another Light of Judgment, but I'm going to, since we already kind of have a deck, and we're probably going to end up making cuts, I'm just going to take this because I really like this card. That just, it mitigates flood, and it's just a good effect in general. Especially since we're so, you know, high on the non-creature spell count right now. Excalibur 2, 1 mana, whenever you gain life, put a charge counter on it. Well, we're not really a lifelink deck, so that's not going to work. Could take another Red Mage's Rapier. It's definitely going to be good in this deck. Let's see what Shiva is very good, though. You get 2 sun counters. You get to draw some cards. It's really nice. It's a 4/5. I think I like it more than the Rapier. This is a good beater. Good card in general. Good time buyer. Another Shiva, huh? Another self-destruct. 2-mana 2/1 monk. No abilities apparently. Elixir. I remember this. All right. I'll go with another Shiva. This effect is good. Maybe I'm wrong, but I don't think I am. I think you end up getting a good blocker, good attacker, and it buys you time, and you get to draw some cards off of it. It's good. I feel like we're probably pretty good in the late game, so I'm gonna take Retrieve the Esper here, I think, over the Efreet, mostly because you get 2 bodies out of it, you get 2 non-creature spells out of it. It's progressively better. It's 4 mana. A lot of upsides to this for our archetype. Scorpion Sentinel. That's not something we need. I'll take another Rapier, though, and feel pretty good about it. Gives another 2-drop. Oh, that's an interesting card. So you can copy their bomb. It's kind of cool. Whenever you attack, target attacking equipped creature. Well, we're not going to have much of that. I'll take the Sketching. It's a cool card. And copy, it's land ramp in blue too, which is kind of interesting. I mean, you're probably not thrilled about paying 4 mana to copy land, but certainly something that we can do with this deck. So no real need to play the Guadasalam. Ooh, Ultras, what do you do? Oh, yeah. Not very often we're going to cast 8 mana stuff to make this huge. Do we have anything, I guess? I guess Syncopate you could potentially... Yeah, wow. Okay. I don't think there's really anything else, though. If we had more X spells, we totally could, but Ultras is definitely good. Yep, we could take the Dreams of Laguna now, be happy about it. Another Retrieve the Esper, got it back. Pretty happy about that. So I don't think we ended up with anything super bomby. And our artifact count is not, well, it's probably not high enough for Edgar. And we don't have coin flipping really, so there's some problems there, but that's all right. The Rapier, I don't know if we're going to need 3 of them, but take a look here. We don't have a lot of creatures we need to protect, so I don't think we're going to need the Damper. Do I want another GF Efreet? Kind of ramps. I really don't feel like Self-Destruct is going to do too much for us. Instant Ramen. All right, take Haste Magic. Probably don't need that either. All right. All right. Let us take a look here. What did we build? We are going to want to most likely dump. It says we have 14 creatures, but we really have quite a bit more than that. Yeah, we don't need to run a tap land just to make that one cheaper. But Capital City will run because it's just good flood mitigation. And our deck's not... I was going to say it's not too color intensive, but it kind of is. So let's look at things that don't really go with what we're trying to do. I really don't feel like this card is doing that much for us, besides being a non-creature creature spell, which has its merits. 3 Rapiers is probably a bit high. I want to keep these. I don't think we're going to need Magic Damper. We don't have a ton of stuff we need to protect. I mean, it is a combat trick too that buffs. That's true. I don't know how good Syncopate is yet either. But could be good with Ultros. Turns Ultros into a win con in the late game. Because we don't have anything else that we're going to be able to cast 8 mana with. Between Mesidian 2 Mesidian Elders and Lindblum, that's all the black mages we ended up getting. The black wizards. Not that it's a huge deal. I think the Katana is probably still fine. It's a 3 mana 3/3 trample haste that you can re-equip to something and give haste to for 1 billion mana. But in general, these types of equipment are incredible. Things that automatically come to the creature that you attach it to. Laughing Mad. Yeah, I mean, it's probably a little less necessary here. I think we're going to dump Edgar. We don't have coin flips, and a 6 mana 4/5 that maybe draws a card or two is probably not worth it for us. I really doubt we're going to need all these rapiers. I'm probably okay with 2 though, because I feel like it kind of makes sense for us, but we'll see. How often are we going to be casting multiple spells in a turn? Like I said, we don't have a lot of stuff to protect, so I think I'm going to dump the Damper, even though I kind of like it. I don't know if we need the Syncopate either. It says 13 creatures, but really it's like 14, 15. This is kind of clunky. We're not getting back anything busted with it. So I feel like we probably dump the schemes. It is a 4 mana non-creature spell, but we don't have like super bomby instant sorceries to get back. So in general, I think this is just kind of a mediocre card for the deck, but like I said, it has evasion. It is good with a rapier. It allows our Wyvern to possibly beat in and take a game for us. So we probably want to keep all of our evasion, especially since we don't have much evasion. I still like this card. Buffing Wizards, probably not. We only have 4. We have more than 4 because this creates 2 and this creates 1, but in general, we really don't have that much. But this effect is still probably relevant for us. Non-creature, non-land cards, so I mean, getting artifacts in our yard is going to be tough, but the enchantments, they're going to count. So we just have a ton right now. That turns us into a 4 mana 3/3 late game, mid to late game kill spell with some upside. So I do like that. We still have to figure out some cuts though, don't we? 6 more cuts. I don't want to cut this because it's removal. Let's separate here, if I can remember how. All right, so we've separated out our creatures from non-creatures. We have 6 more cuts to make. These are creatures, so we can kind of count those as creatures. These are creatures, creature. So really we have like 5 extra creatures right now, which means we're at about 18 creatures, which means we can cut some creatures pretty comfortably. Do we want to play the Efreet? Do we need the ramping? Not particularly. Discard draw can be good, though. True. But I would prefer to cut non-creatures. Or, excuse me, I would prefer to cut creatures, because we have non-creature creatures, which benefit us more. And I want to keep my 4 and 5 count higher. We actually didn't end up with that much 4 and 5 count, which is problematic. That's not true. We have these. Unfortunately, this is 1 shy of being able to buff. We needed some more tiered, didn't we? Oh, here we go. Okay, so Ice Magic can trigger. All right, so Ultros with Ice Magic and Syncopate can turn into a 10-9 beater. It's pretty good. 6 more cuts. I think we might cut the Efreets. I like the effect, but in general, they're temporary. We don't really need the ramp, and the Rummage is probably not good enough for me. And it's a 3/2. It's probably not good enough. I'm keeping this. Obviously keeping, this is a, first pick was the strongest card we got. It is cool. I don't know how tiered is gonna, I still don't know how tiered works. It just says choose one mode and pay its additional cost. So when we cast it, maybe we can just get to tier. I mean, that's gonna be amazing with it. If we get to just pump mana into it, if we deal combat damage. It's any creature, right? No, it's only when he. Okay, that's all right. 4 more cuts. This creates treasure. but it's a 2-drop. We don't have that many things that can create treasure. So I could see cutting this. We have how many things that actually... Oh, well, flashback counts too, right? And all of these could potentially count. Yeah, that's better. Synergistically, I think the deck is there, but power level wise, probably a little bit light. I think we're gonna cut Laughing Mad. Yeah, it's probably just not quite worth it. I'd rather just have Raw. Well, I was gonna say Raw, just card draw for 3, but yeah, drawing 2 has got to be better than having to discard and draw 2, even with the flashback, I think. But like I said, the flashback triggers Argentum, triggers Ultros, double triggers the Wizards. Triggers Shantoto. All right. Maybe there's enough incentive there to cut the combat tutorial, I guess. Maybe we have to end up cutting both. I don't love that. It says 11, but we're currently at 13, 14, 15, 16. So technically we can cut one more creature if I really want. The next one on the chopping block. I feel like I value the Wyvern actually more than the Argentum, just because the treasure doesn't really matter for us that much. This is just something to do at a low mana cost, which is nice. And randomly treasure could be useful for flashbacking late game and that sort of stuff. I want to keep the sketching. I feel like this card is good. There's probably a lot of bombs in this set, so copying your opponent's bombs could be quite good. Very rarely, I think, are we going to end up doing a land, but I could see us doing an artifact too. So yeah, we should probably cut a creature. I want to keep the Shivas, I think. I do like these quite a bit. You stun them, you stun another one. They're both tapped. You're drawing 2 cards off of it. It's delayed, it's tapping stuff down, it's a decent body. I think it's going to be good. We probably cut the Argentum. And then we have to cut 2 more non-creatures, probably. Could be the Haste Magic. The rapiers are getting less good if our stuff's all kind of expensive, but... But we're currently rocking 15 creatures on the button there, including the non-creature spells, so the non-creature creatures. And remember, these go away, so we're actually pretty creature light. I guess you can kind of count sketching as a creature too. So probably Haste Magic. It's just going to be hard to probably reliably cast that. I kind of want to keep Laughing Mad. I kind of want to keep all of my flashback stuff. Syncopate is a 2-mana counterspell in a pinch, so there is some value to that. I want to keep the Wyvern because we have almost no flyers. In fact, that might be our only one. I think it is. Which is not optimal either. Probably one more cut. To be honest, I'm not 100% sure what it is. I don't think the Rapier is that great. I mean, you get 2 mana 1/1 essentially, and then it only gets value. I could see running one of these. So now we're pretty light on creatures, but we have some card draw. We have board wipe. We have removal. We have card draw. Some card draw at least. Card draw, card draw, card draw. Double value stuff. All right, what's our color distribution? More pretty much even. And so I agree with this. And we have double red, we have double blue. All right, overall power level of this deck. I am not anticipating this deck doing that great, if I'm going to be perfectly honest. But just not enough bombs. And formats nowadays, it's like, if you didn't get enough power rares, you're probably not getting there. But synergistically, it'll be interesting to see what this deck can do. I'm not holding my breath, but we'll give it a try. And we'll run it like this and see you in round 1. All right, no blue man. Oh, no, never mind. This is definitely a keep. I wonder if we actually play. Gosh, you really want to get that adventure though, because we want to play it as a land later. But I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna go non Lindblom first. I think. Going for it. We'll see. This turn might dictate it. Oof. All right. It's if it didn't intertap, that'd be an easy choice. All right. Well, we didn't get the land, so I feel better about that. So now the choice is Shantoto versus Obsidian Elder. Guess the Elder can technically attack, so maybe that's better. Plus, I want to get a bunch of black mages, I suppose. It's kind of a easy block. All right. Okay. Sell my mage. All right, we got our fourth land. Now we get out the big gun here, see if they have the removal. Because if they don't have the removal, then they're not really in trouble, but I'm still happy to have our huge dude out. All right, they had it. We'll take 3. Ooh. Can get our robot now. But I think we'll do the tactician first. This is certainly wiser. All right, so we'll take 4, and then we'll play Retrieve the Esper, and draw a card. Oh, we get to blow up their equipment too eventually. That's nice. Get to draw a card, play land, get in for 4. Whoops, I forgot their dude untapped. That was definitely a mistake. I don't think we have a way to get that back either. Whoopsie. All right. I mean, it's not the end of the world because Retrieve the Esper should be able to do some work for us, but all right. Another Retrieve the Esper, or you can just get Shiva down now to tap their dude, get some damage in. Okay. Some eventual card draw. Okay. Gobez. Whenever an artifact you control enters or fails, at the beginning of your end step, if you control 4 or more artifacts, return target creature card from your graveyard to your hand. Then if you control 8 or more artifacts, each opponent loses life equal to that card's power. Okay. So we'll tap that dude down. Currently, I can only shoot for 1. So we can get him for 7 here. Probably just play another Elder. You need to control 4 or more artifacts to get it. All right, I think that's gonna take a little work. Let's just play the Elder. And for 7 here. I can stop on my upkeep. Okay, so I can do stuck while Summoner Shiva's ability is on the stack, I think. Tap this. And then we get to draw 2 from Shiva. Man, great. Yeah. We draw 2 more. So we got Fire Magic. It's not so good against the... Not so great when you got the black mages. How much does Esper Ramu do now? Still just 1? Huh. Guess we hang out. So they've currently got... Well, probably gonna have to kill Gobez here, I'm guessing. It's good value. So they have 3 currently. That's an easy block. All right. So they currently have 3 artifacts. So I probably just have to leave up Light of Judgment. And decide what I'm going to kill with it. Because that demon wall is going to be a bit of an issue too, potentially. Although I have fire magic, I guess. All right, so that puts him at 4 now. So I want to stop after combat. I'm going to give them a surveil here, but essentially I want to wait because I want to see what they cast first. They might equip or something. Jeez. Is this instant at least? Ooh, well that's cool. Okay. All right, that actually works. Oh, I should have done it there, I guess. That's all right. Okay. So we'll do Light of Judgment to make sure Gobez dies. Okay. I wonder if I actually want to do the Retrieve the Esper first before I do the fire magic. Because right now we've got a board wipe. Oh, that's cool. So I can copy their Prima Vista. I mean, obviously I want to drain them out, and the Fire Magic's gonna... Oh, Esper around it, kill. All right, that's pretty sweet too. Can buff my wizards. There are 2 cards left. I mean, I have a lot more cards in them. The correct move is probably just doing the Fire Magic and just waiting patiently here. Although I probably need to kill this, don't I? Because they could potentially pay the 6 instead of... Yeah. Alright. One more turn. We're close. Very close. Uh-oh. Well, I guess I have Realm Sketching, but creating the copy doesn't put the tokens on it, so that's a little problematic. It doesn't have trample, right? Except by... Yeah, that's going to be a little more tricky. So we're going to die to Prima Vista next turn, huh? Which means I have to do Fire Magic plus triple block. Okay. Okay. Well, it's our plan. It's all we got. It technically keeps us alive. But then we need an answer for Relentless here. Oh wow, that's a cool card. Yeah. Looks like they got us. All right. Not the greatest showing for us, but looks like we lost against some stronger rares. Oh, that's not even a rare. It's just an uncommon. All right. We'll see you for the next one. Oh. Well, accidentally clicked OK, but that's all right. I was going to keep it anyway. So we don't... I kind of have blue mana, just a little bit slower on the blue mana. Still would like to not have to play Lindblom. Oh, this comes in untapped? Well, geez. I didn't need to jam it there then. Whenever you tap, target attacking equipped creature gains menace. Okay. I can block that with the Elder next turn, so no rush on that. It's an awesome card. Oh, I see. But you got to bounce it. Okay. A little bit of a downside. Although it works well with landfall. So we'll do the stuck in Summoner Sanctum is pretty good against. They'll make some bounce a land each turn. That's kind of nice. All right, let's get this down. And the next turn I can do Limboom plus play it, tapped. Little buff there. So let's see. I can do land. Stuck in Summoner Sanctum on Zell. Plus leave up Thunder Magic. Is that the best move? Or I think that's probably fine. I kind of want to preserve my life total here. We'll do Thunder Magic on the Chocobo. Okay. I'm fine with that. We can wait too. It's probably better if they don't know about it. Okay, let's wait then. All right, moving to attacker, so tap Zell. Lock here. That's gonna be a tough one. So it doesn't target yet. All right. Okay, so they're targeting that. All right, that's fine. So now I can at least kill this. All right, that'll work. Took some damage, but we're okay. All right, another Elder. Still a land from our Shivas, unfortunately. I'm gonna go to 6. A little dangerous, but okay. Didn't get the blue land, unfortunately. So Still one shy of Shiva, unfortunately. But I have 2 elders to block the Chocobo now, so we probably just do a Dreams plus a elder and... Oops, I guess I should have done the elder first. I mean, I'd rather have a land. Board wipe's cool, but not when we're trying to kill him with black mages here. Could play the merchant. We do have a town, so this costs 6. We'll just play the elder. And we can block some chocobos. Wait, how are they playing the multiple spells a turn? Or the multiple lands a turn? Oh, maybe it's Zeldinched. I think, unfortunately, we have to prevent damage here. All right. That was suboptimal. At least I can kill the Sabatender. That's good. Guess we just play the merchant. Yeah, it's a bummer. Couldn't get that land, huh? All right. Guess we copy Zeldinched then. We can play 2 lands in 1 turn, but we want to bounce a red mana in case they kill Zeldinched, which they're going to do here. Not being able to cast Shivas this game has been pretty harsh. I feel like this was pretty easily achievable. Still just can't quite find it. All right, let's get Shiva. This is a legend as well, right? No? So Saga Elemental, that's not a legend. Is that right? Okay. Well, in that case, sure hope it's not a legend. Enchantment creature Saga Elemental. Doesn't say it's a legend. So they have 2 stunned creatures. Get in for 7 then. No syncopate mana up, just not a little suboptimal as well. I don't know if it really matters. Tough one. I guess not that tough because they didn't have trample. Ultimately, with just what they needed. All right. Wow. Shocking win there. We'll see for the next one. All right. We have a keep here. And we don't have to play that. No rush to play Capital City because it enters untapped. Turn 2 Ultros, though. Not too shabby. Keeping busy. Can potentially make it huge. We have that possibility. We'll get a black wizard next turn, which is nice. So next turn we can go Dreams plus get our tap land. Not terrible. Ooh. Ooh, we get an Elder of our own. I like that. All right, so we'll play tap land plus our own Elder. And pass. Could cycle Capital City now. I'm not opposed to that. That's cool. It's a kill spell for their Black Wizard, but let's do the Dreams first. Get the double trigger here. Samurai's Katana. I mean, 5 equip. We get a 3/3. 3/3 can swing. Trigger stuff. Cast it this turn. I like it. It's got trample and haste. Yeah, Samurai's Katana is no joke. Okay. The Trader. So we can bounce a Trader for 4. Which is cool. More than bounce, I guess. So they may just block with... I see. Then I guess I can stun their... Almost prefer to stun the trader though, don't I? So I can Ice Magic. I see. They do have one open mana. It's only when this attacks. Okay. And they get more bonus. So we want to stun that. So we're going to do Ice Magic. I want to cast that for 8 though, don't I? For Ultros value. I do. So maybe we have to play patient here. Because that's pretty high value, turning Ultros into a... Alright. Let's just do this. Oh, and we still get to stun it. Yeah, this is definitely the play. Absolutely. Surveil. We want land. We're building towards Ice Magic here. We did get rid of our Ramu value, but no big deal there. They don't have a good block. Probably the Elder. I mean, they don't need the Elder. Yeah, I think I would probably block with Elder there just because I've got the 2 black mages. So we don't actually want to cycle the capital city because we're 2 turns away from Ultros being a big dude. Hey, got there. See you for the next one. All right, no blue mana. Bunch of blue spells. And we're on the play. This could be dangerous. Definitely. But I think the Shantoto upside makes me want to keep it. Because they need blue mana, and we're at least staying busy for a while. Any mana. Well, immediately got what we needed, which is great news. Because that means we can go... Potentially, I would say probably Shantoto into Retrieve the Esper is our highest upside. Especially if they're not looking like removal heavy colors here. I mean, immediate draw a card, have a 4 damage on turn 4 is pretty excellent. Add color spin set mana, only cast an artifact. Wow, that's a cool card. So they got a little ramp on turn 2 in blue-white, which is really good. But Retrieve the Esper, immediately getting us some value, could be real good here too. They're going to have to deal with our dude this turn, or we're going to start reaping some value. Yep. Not it yet. All right, well, I'm going to try and draw my card. That's all I care about. If they let us untap with Shantoto, I'm still attacking, drawing my card first, then attacking. Obviously, to buff Shantoto up here. Ooh, change plans? Yeah. Now I want Almacy here. Although the most upside is with attacking alone, huh? Let's get our card drawn 4 damage, I think. Because we're also just putting a body on the board. Plus it potentially drew us into a land if we had drawn a land, but we didn't. Not a huge deal. We'll get in for 4, see if they have a kill spell. Looks like they do. We still got our card draw off of it. They're going to double block. If they do, I still feel pretty good. It's actually interesting they didn't want to double block there. Happy to trade, I'm pretty sure. Since this 3/3 was basically free and I can get it back later for something better. But we'll see if they actually want to attack. All right, they did have the removal. Oh, That makes sense, because then I can't get it back. And this untaps the target attacking creature, so they can... I don't know if it matters. All right. So if I play the Katana, it does not make the best use of mana. So I think I'm just going to play Almacy now. Pass. Especially since we're a wee bit mana starved, I'd rather play it a little bit safer. Especially since Almacy's upside of being able to attack with double strike is quite high. Ooh, what does this do? Alright, they do have a cleric. No lifelink currently, though. Well, that's not true. They have their vigilance lifelink, dude. But that's okay. We're a blue land away from... okay. Got one card left. So we're not in a huge rush here. We probably just... it's a little tricky here. They got one card left. I feel as though I kind of need to stay a little busy, so I probably play the Katana and attack with Shantoto for 6. Because then the Katana can still block the Minwu in case they have an answer for Almacy. So we'll do this, buff Shantoto, get him for 6. They really don't have a great block here. And we have a couple blockers. So we'll get him for 6 double strike. I'm satisfied with that. Not a cleric either, I hope, right? No, okay. Not leaving up Syncopate, but still need to stay a little productive here, unfortunately. We're just not in a great... We're just stalemated enough where I need to stay a little busier. And like I said, I'd rather keep the Katana back because Shantoto requires you to play spells to actually do anything other than just block Minwu, which is not what we want. We want Minwu to be offered a trade fodder here. All right, so they have the answer for one. If they have the answer for the other one, then they deserve it because that means they drew into it. All right. Totally fine. Still okay. Got our blue mana. That's excellent. Exactly what we wanted. Now we can go Shiva, tap Minwu. No, actually... oh, it's only untap a target attacking creature. So yeah, we tap Minwu. Then we get in with Katana Man. Get our double strike still. Okay, good. Good. I can actually equip the Katana on Shiva for 5 and get him for 12 double strike. Man, that's pretty good. 12 damage total double strike. 6 damage double strike, I guess is really what it is, but... okay. out of cards now, at least. So they can put a counter on a creature and attach an equipment that was attached to it. Okay. All right. Now we tap Shiva. Yeah, this is more just tough because I want to deal more damage than I'm able to deal here. They should have actually activated card. Well, maybe they didn't need to. So I can do Retrieve the Esper. I can do 2 Elders. I can leave up Syncopate. Got some reasonable options here. They're going to tap another one of our dudes. So, and they're going to untap Minwu. I see. I see the issue now. That is a dilemma, actually. Wonder if we just... Tough one. All right. I think we do this plus the Wyvern. This is mostly because Minwu's untapping, I think. And I don't want them to buff their clerics. They probably buff their clerics anyway, to be honest. But Syncopate's not doing that much here either. I mean, they only have 1 cleric, so maybe it doesn't even matter. Yeah, we probably still need to push the damage. The lifelink's going to be the major issue here, I think, unfortunately. But I think we can still race the lifelink that they do have. Otherwise, I guess I can double block Minwu. Technically triple block because they have Zakfair, but it makes it indestructible as well. And attach an equipment that was on it. Okay. So... I probably just throw an Elder away and be okay with it. They only have 1... Yeah, now they have no clerics, so that's fine too, actually. But, I mean, gaining life's going to be a problem, but... That's okay. I mean... I'll just throw an Elder in front of this. Oh, it buffs itself. Well, that's pretty good. All right. Now we're just fantastic. So we can deal with Minwu. Oh, I should have. No, I probably want to leave up Syncopate still. I'm guessing. Because we can Syncopate for 3, which is not irrelevant here. They're going to draw 3 cards. The Syncopate, I think, is going to come up probably big this turn. We'll find out. I'm going to go ahead and guess it will. All right. So we can attack for 6. I think we'll just leave up Syncopate. Oh, wait. Do they have lethal because of Zach Fair plus the equipment? I guess they do. No, they don't have trample or anything though, right? Okay, it just means I have to block the Wyvern, and then I can kill him next turn. So we'll leave up Syncopate. Oh, that was a weird move. Got a huge Syncopate here. We have the Wyvern to block, currently. Hopefully they don't have multiple removal spells here. Or removal plus counter. I mean, they definitely have some ways to get out of this. We block because they have Zach Fair to kill us otherwise. All right. We're gonna counter that. We need to counter it for might as well just counter it for 5. Okay. Let's just kill their one blocker. Oh wait, still isn't gonna work, is it? I might need to equip the katana to Ramu here, huh? Otherwise I die next turn? Is that right? Wow. Skin of my teeth. We'll see you for the next one. Oh, that's definitely a key. Even if we miss the land turn after Ultros, we can Dreams of Laguna and hopefully dig one up. Going up against Equipment Tech, perhaps. And there it is. Turn 2, 3/3, smashing. All right, got the red mana. So at the very least we can Elder. That's cool. I think we probably need to prevent some damage here. Well, let's can leave up Thunder Magic, but I don't love that either. Huh. Oh, yeah. I mean, I can kill their flyer. Basically, I can Dreams on their turn to find my 5th land, so then I can at least cast Shiva Neck. I probably need to do that, and then Thunder Magic the Freya Crescent, so take one more hit. Because if I kill the hero with the katana, it doesn't really do all that much for me. Who knows? Maybe they'll move the katana here if I'm lucky. Kind of doubt it, since the only way they'd be able to do that is tapping Freya Crescent plus playing a land, but Streams here. Need a land. Got the land, that's good. So I still think we probably want to kill the flyer. And then we take 6, which is pretty suboptimal, but Shiva, hopefully, Shiva's got to help us quite a bit here to get out of this mess. I mean, we get to do back-to-back Shivas. It's high potential to dig back in here. Oh. No legends. I guess that's good. All right. I'm doing Shiva. Tapping that. Pass. That way they have to manipulate the katana. Wow, it's a strong one. I currently don't have any removal, huh? Well, that's gonna make things kind of tricky. I think we're gonna need to, I guess, get some damage in. Draw a bunch of cards. In quite the conundrum at the moment. Yeah, it's pretty good. What do they buff with? Is it this? Or was it? Oh, I see. All right. Well, we draw a bunch of cards. That's cool. Doesn't look like it's enough though. Didn't draw my board wipe, although, well, I mean, it would have probably bought us a turn, but yeah, guess I can do. Yeah, it's certainly not enough to get out of this mess. All right, see you for the next one. All right, well, keep it. We're on the draw. Shantado is one of our best cards, so that's good. Into retrieve to immediately get a body plus draw a card is nice. Potentially get in for 4. It's a good draw there. Definitely casting that. Keeps us busy. Wow. I was not expecting that. Traveling Kokobo. All right, what does this mythic do? Look at top card of your library anytime. Play lands, cast bird spells from the top of your library. For land, bird, control enter the battlefield. Cause a trigger ability of a permanent you control to trigger. Triggers an additional time. That's pretty sweet. Well, can't really afford to take 6, so. All right, let's go retrieve here. Draw a card. Get it for 4. It's pretty clunky to re-equip, isn't it? Yeah, it is. So next turn we have Capital City. Oh, wow. That's just an uncommon. It's incredibly good. Guess I can get in for 6 here. Still feels a little suboptimal. It's my best play otherwise. Because I think they probably double block Shantoto. That much makes sense to me, since they can just spit out bodies. I mean, I could do Wyvern and leave up a Syncopate. I don't love that. But it does give me a flyer, I guess. I'm just gonna, I feel like their late game is certainly looking better than mine, so we're just gonna get in. And I suspect they trade, yeah. Be more surprised if they didn't. Yeah. And then we have to hope basically that Syncopate hits something here. Hopefully they play like a 6-drop. Yeah, they played around the Syncopate. Didn't even attack, didn't even need to. Pretty brutal. So the play here is Ultras plus Wyvern and pass. And then we need Retrieve the Esper to go off for us here. Yeah. Things got trample too, so it's gonna be pretty tricky. Just block 4 of it and take 6. Now I have the flying blocker. Yeah, we are certainly losing this game. Oh my goodness. So we do this. And probably tap the flyer they have. Land. Have Syncopate up. I guess that's good. Maybe just here. No, we just got nothing. We just got nothing. Kokobo Racetrack seems pretty incredible for an uncommon. I mean, yeah, it's 5 mana, but you play it for 6 and you start spitting out birds immediately. Well, maybe it's not as good as I'm thinking. It costs quite a bit to get out on the front end, but I mean, we're most certainly losing this game. We got absolutely trounced. Like, just super trounced. Absolutely destroyed. Yeah, there's no way we're doing anything to. No, we're extremely dead. There's no like grinding our way out of this one. If we drew the board wipe there, I guess we still would have died, but we wouldn't have been able to deal 3 to each creature, so it wouldn't have even mattered. Got destroyed there. That's okay. This format, no idea how to feel about it. You can never really get a great feel of a format from one draft, but that was fun. Let's do some pack 1 pick ones. 6 mana, creature has base power and toughness XX, where X is our life total. That's pretty cool. Very clunky, but oh, and yeah, unfortunately you don't get the, never mind, it's too clunky. It doesn't come with a built-in 1/1 that you're attached to. 7 mana, create 4 1/1 colorless hero creatures and put it, all right, that's cool. You end up with 4 2/2s and buff everything else you have. Good for a go wide strategy. Otherwise, we saw Blitzball, so this ramps and can draw some cards, but only if they were dealt damage. There's a lot of legendary creatures, so that still could be pretty cool. This is good removal. I could see taking this. It deals with artifacts and creatures. It's instant speed. It's blue removal. There's no real, I mean, it's a 3 mana nowadays is pretty clunky, but might be better than taking the 7-drop. I guess it depends on the archetype you're playing. It also counts. It's a non-creature spell, so it's good for the blue-red. It's probably good in multiple archetypes. Random and we saw this one already, right? Yeah. All right. Random encounter, 6 mana, shuffle your library, mill 4. Put each creature card milled this way into the battlefield. They gain haste. At the beginning of the next end step, return those creatures to their owner's hand. Oh, that's a weird one. A little too. Well, it's called random for a reason. Veins, Treachery, 2 mana, kicker, sack an artifact or creature. Target creature gets -2/-2. If the spell is kicked, it's -6/-6 instead. Pretty good. Can't go wrong with removal like that. 2 mana, 2/2. When it dies, create a treasure token. Okay. Not great, not terrible. Kicker, return a land. You control. Target creature you control deals damage equal to the power of target creature. If the spell is kicked, deals twice that much damage instead. All right, that's a cool card. And it helps with your landfall. Then Guy's Van Belsar. 4 mana, 3/2. Enters. Each player sacks a creature token of their choice. Each player sacks a non-token creature of their choice. Each player sacrifices an enchantment of their choice. Wow. Black enchantment removal. Pretty unusual. You do see it. But I could see this being the pick. This is pretty sweet. The problem is, if it's your only creature, you do have to sack it. But making them sack an enchantment is pretty cool too. And it's a creature. It's a legend. It's got some versatility to it. I could see taking it over instant sorcery removal spells. So, all right. GF Cerberus. So 4 mana, 3/3. It surveils. When you next cast an instant sorcery, copy it. When you next cast an instant sorcery, copy it twice. All right. Cool. Ignis Scientia, 3 mana, 2/2. Enters. Look at top 6. Put a land card from among them on the battlefield tapped. The rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. Come up with a new recipe, 3 and tap. Exile a card from a graveyard. If a creature card was exiled this way, create a food token. It's pretty cool. Decent value on that little baddie. You get a ramp. You get some exile effects. Gets rid of flashback. Gets rid of creatures to turn them into life. Kind of cool. Soul in Uniform. That's cool. If it's attached to a creature, you can draw and attach it. So they don't have to pay to, but it's 1 mana, and you can steal their equipment. It's cool. Veins Treachery again, which I could possibly see taking here. Look at top 3 of your library, put 1 in your hand, the rest in your graveyard. Top 3, 1 in hand, rest in your graveyard. It's not bad for black, actually. Just saw greens. Saw that already. 1 mana, 1/1 Death Touch. Okay. Cool late game effect. Probably take the Treachery here, I'm thinking. Oh. Destroy an online permanent. Potentially, otherwise it's like instant speed. Assassinate. Not bad either. The fact that this can deal with any non-land permanent is good, but I'd probably still take Treachery. I mean, this works with the black-white strategy of sacking stuff for value. It gets better, but -2/-2 is not that impressive either. I mean, upside of this is high potentially, but I could see maybe taking this because I'm not giving up anything crazy. The upside of this is good, but it's pretty specific to... I mean, turn you play Surveil, you play any removal on your next turn and you're casting it twice. Yeah, that's pretty strong. You probably just take the Cerberus. All right. Well, fun first draft. Hope you enjoyed it. See you for the next one.